What's going on, Cancer? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for the week of April 10th to the 16th, 2023. So, in this reading, Cancer, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for this week. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more regarding this week, Cancer. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out, Cancer. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that, Cancer. But without further ado, I'm now going to pull the energy and see what wants to come through for you this week, Cancer. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Cancer. If you hear a phone ringing, just ignore it. Because the phone is ringing when I'm trying to start the reading, that's actually a good thing because many times weird energy can try to interfere with something coming through. And I'm able to discern the difference between interferences that are saying, don't do the reading, bro, or interferences that are like, we don't want this message to get across because the devil's in control of your life. And we're not letting the pendulum stop this reading. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Cancer, let's go ahead and start this reading off for you with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. First energy you have is Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe, angel, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Okay, so definitely trusting in some sort of higher vibrational thing this week would be good for you. I wouldn't be too focused on the physical world and trying to base your state of being off what is happening. It's almost like if you can base how you feel off of some sort of vision for your life or some sort of connection that you have towards spirit, you're going to get a better reflection in physical reality. There's also something coming through, Cancer, about the more you can disconnect from social conditioning, the more that miracles will naturally occur. Because within the web of the matrix, miracles happen and they try to put it on, the news, and a miracle happened for this child. And it's like all this BS. Meanwhile, the real ones know that miracles occur every single day. We just keep it on the down low. We keep it in the spiritual world. And if something spiritual happens, we don't need to go create a documentary about it. We just need to live it and keep quiet about it and stack. And like attracts like, so you experience one miracle, you can experience 1,000 miracles. And miracles are really unique to your own subjective experience. But because what I call a miracle, you may not call a miracle. What you call a miracle, I may not call a miracle. Okay, are we clerical? I hope. Be careful of your clavicle. Random message. And it's not. Alright. We have White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now, Cancer. Okay, so definitely looking at relationships with your family members, whether you're in contact with them now or not. There is a weird message coming through for some of you who have children in your life, or for some of you who think you know better about how your children or someone around you should live. There's a very important message, Cancer, coming through first of all, to heal some sort of family wound within yourself, but also be careful this week that you're not trying to like impose your will on someone who needs to go through a lesson, who needs to go through a pattern. So there may be something like to do with children this week that you try to be like, no, we're not letting them go there. Meanwhile, letting them go to the party would create a miracle in their own life. And so you don't want to be the overbearing one, because that is the message that's coming through. Even if like this is a best friend of yours, try not to think you know what's best for someone else this week, okay? And it's related to your family for a lot of you, because I'm getting younger sibling, older sibling. There's something to do with your siblings. Don't think you know what's best. If you're in an argument with your sibling, they're going through their own process, okay? We also have Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused here, Cancer. Okay, so magic manifesting and trusting heaven and ancestor spirit. So there is something here about don't let like family relations get in the way of you manifesting what you want. So this could have to do with limiting beliefs of your family, shedding that this week, okay? So just be aware of that. So let's go ahead and start this reading off for you with your opportunity. Your opportunity this week is the Nine of Pentacles, Cancer. So this is all about financial freedom, financial independence, and really doing your own thing. Self-reliant. I don't need anyone. I'm connected with the birds. I'm out here in nature, and that's good enough for me. So we're going to have to clarify why, but it seems like doing something, taking a step back from people. Don't let people suck you into some sort of weird social game, especially around a loved one. This could have to do with the family thing, but for a lot of you it's different. You also have the Six of Pentacles in your challenge, so this is giving and receiving in balance. Remember, Cancer, the thing with the ancestor spirit, for some of you there is a pattern, and for some of you this is the first time this has ever happened in your life, especially if you're like in your 20s or in your 30s. There's a weird new pattern bubbling up for you this week with your challenge where you're going to try to think you know best for someone around you, or you may try to save someone from having to go through a negative reflection in their life because you don't want to see them hurt, because you're an empath, you feel their pain when you're around them. But there is something about letting someone, don't be too overbearing this week about a child, siblings, family member. It could even be your parents, lover, someone around you. Make sure that you give people freedom and you also have freedom. That's just what I'm getting. But when it comes to your overall general energy, there is a fire sign coming in for a lot of you when it comes to love. When it comes to your overall general energy, you have the Five of Wands, you have the Lovers, and you also have the Emperor here, Cancer. So some of you could be caught up in a little bit of a game with your partner in love here. Some of you could be connecting with an Aries this week. There is a heavy emphasis on a fire sign that you may be connecting with. We're going to have to clarify why this is your overall general energy. For some of you, Cancer, don't let anyone play with your heart, or don't let anyone play with your head. You know, like a clear message of like, don't go back to someone who cheated on you. You know, don't give up your heart to someone who wants to play games with you is what my advice would be here. Because in what you don't see coming, there seems to be some sort of upgrade in your life. In what you don't see coming, you have the World, you have the Nine of Cups, and you have the King of Wands. I mean, I feel like in what you don't see coming, you're going to be very happy this week, and you're going to experience an upgrade, okay? There could be a fire sign that a lot of you are connecting to this week. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, man energy. But if you're a man, roles can be reversed as well, or whatever you're into. But this is really great energy in what you don't see coming, Cancer. There's some sort of upgrade. Some of you could be upgrading your love life, especially if you're in something where you're just dating someone and you're not really sure about them. I am getting an energy of someone swooping in and kind of like swooping in and taking you out of a negative situation, all right? Because I feel like a lot of you are still dealing with a negative love situation around jealousy with someone that you really love, and it's just something weird. There could also be something about you like that, though, Cancer. There could be competition around love for one person, so maybe some of you like that to a certain degree. Others of you, maybe you don't, and then you got to change it, right? But there's something about that. Five of Wands, Lovers, Emperor, you know. You like it, you don't. It's up to you. Then you have, in your advice, you have the Page of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands, and you also have the King of Cups. Really intuitive, real quick message coming through. Be careful your own wounding is not going to wound another person, because you see this Nine of Wands and also the Page of Swords. They're facing that Six of Pentacles in your challenge. So for a lot of you here, don't be giving unsolicited advice. I don't know why that message keeps, because there's something you want to protect someone, you don't want someone to be hurt, but like, just be careful of that. Now, there is something about questioning a relationship as well. Page of Swords, Nine of Wands to the King of Cups in your advice. I really feel like there's something about you getting clear on what you want in a relationship moving forward, and not because there's some movement going on. There could even be one, for those of you that are single, there could be someone coming in to replace another person. If that's not happening for some of you, then for others of you listening to this, before we get into the clarification phase, when it comes to love, because we got to get these love grooves out. For some of you listening to this right now, for this week, Cancer, there's something about a love competition that you win. Now, there's something about, is that going to make you happy in the long run? Probably not. Because the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Cups is asking you to question your own wounding around love this week. But because you have the Five of Wands, the Lovers, and the Emperor, if there is a third party involved here, I see you, as the energy stands right now, I honestly see you getting what you want out of this third party situation, like someone choosing you, or you getting more attention than the other person. But I think at a deeper level, Spirit is telling you, like, you're playing with fire, and literally you have the Emperor and the King of Wands. So it's either there's someone coming in to replace another person, or for yourself in a love game, you win. But it's almost like you win, but then it's, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and see, Cancer, what's going on here. Let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Pentacles. All right, why is the Nine of Pentacles here in your opportunity? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Alright, a lot going on, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So there is something about, you have the Page of Pentacles upright, and you have the Queen of Swords upright, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles in your opportunity. So this is an opportunity to make a decision about discipline and doing the dirty work, especially when it comes to your work in general. There is something about, like, no matter what you have going on in your love life, like, don't let that distract you from your work. This Five of Wands, for a lot of you, could really be related to your work in general in terms of doing something that you love. Because you have that Queen of Swords similar to the Emperor in that strong-mindedness, but because it's related to the Pentacles, but then you have that Lovers to the Five of Wands. So for some of you here, there really is going to be you falling in love with discipline, like falling in love with the process instead of the result. If you fall in love with the process, you're going to get the result every time, Cancer. So for a lot of you, there's just a decision this week that, am I going to manifest my dream goal right now? No, but I'm not going to worry about the results. I'm going to focus on, like, just showing up every single day, and then that will produce results on its own end. So there could be a redefinition with that. Are you falling in love with doing the dirty work in your career or in some sort of money thing? I do want to clarify why this Five of Wands is here, though. What's that linked up to for you this week, Cancer? Why is the Five of Wands here? This is happening also in the early part of the week for a lot of you, so could be as you're listening to this right now, there's some competition or game going on in your life. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse, the Four of Cups, and also the Two of Wands in reverse here, Cancer. So, okay, well, there could be something that goes on that really causes you to not want to have anything to do with another person here. The Four of Cups upright is, like, not really taken the bait in love. The Page of Swords in reverse, and also the Two of Wands in reverse. Something about planning a future with someone may be deleted, if you will, for the early part of this week. You know, for some of you, this has to do with yourself planning with another, with your lover. But for some of you, this is a third party where you, and now this is not going to be for all of you, but these weird, like, all these love game messages continuously show up for you, Cancer. So there is something about as well, like, I don't know, we're gonna have to see. It's just not really even if you're on the winning side of this game, you're still creating karma, like, is what I'm like. So it's either you're feeling really bad about a love connection because there's a third party involved. Now, the dangerous part of this reading is some of you are going to be on the winning side of this week, so someone pays more attention to you, someone blocks someone else, and you're kind of like sitting there happy, but either way, there's still negative and weird karmic energy attached to this. And so, yeah, well, just be aware of that, right? So why is the Lover's card here for you, Cancer? Oh my goodness. See, I've been learning a lot more about my chart through certain mentors of mine, and I have, like, do you know how much energy I share in common with Jerry Springer? It's kind of weird. That's why I'm like always dealing with third parties, and I'm tapping into those of you dealing with that. I mean, apparently I'm young Jerry Springer. If you're not familiar, Jerry Springer is someone who had like shows where they would bring on like couples and like third parties, and like people would like start like fighting naked and stuff. And so, interesting energy, eccentric for sure. Let's see why the Lover's card is here, Cancer, for you though this week. Why is this here? Give me more. Yeah, Six of Wands upright, Tower, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. What is going on? The Lovers is clarified, Cancer, by the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. But then, on the other hand, it's literally clarified by the Tower and the Six of Wands. So, there's going to be a defeat and a victory in love for, like, one. Some of you may be in a relationship and, like, literally you finally get your partner to block that third party that's annoying you. Some of you in a situationship, it could get really nasty. You're on the winning side of this, Cancer, but what type of energy is that bringing into your life? And I'm not even saying, like, immediately. It's just, like, this is Jerry Springer 2.0 right now. This is, like, alright, well, let's clarify why are you happy, though. I mean, that the Nine of Cups is here, and you got to know your astrology. Like, some people just aren't going to be happy without drama in their relationship. Now, you can transcend things. You can become a meditator. You can become Eckhart Tolle and totally transcend your astrology. But are most people, is that their life path? No. And, like, you need a little bit of drama in your relationship. And some of you you may have got that perfect dose of drama this week, but what I'm asking you is, like, it's just, where does that lead to? Like, where does that lead, Cancer? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to be a Debbie Downer. It's just the Tower, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. Am I supposed to ignore that even though you're happy? I don't know. Yeah, and then so it creates more instability for you, because the Nine of Cups here is clarified by the Emperor, the Nine of Wands, and also the Ten of Cups in reverse, Cancer. So there's something about not really long-term happiness, a short-term win. It is an upgrade. You get what you want. You have the Emperor. You're in control. But in the back of your mind, you still have that wounding around, I'm in control this week. I got what I want this week. I'm big boss girl, big boss man this week. But, like, when is that going to come back to bite me? Because there is something about, yo, you're good this week. You're good. You got the love. You got whatever you weird game. You're good. But then it's like, what's with that, Cancer? I don't know. And that's up for you. That's for you to know and for me to guess. I won't be caught at no suit vest and no computer desk. Peace.